Hello, Self, Cosmos, Ohana, Universe. It's Soul Dr. Nick here. This is Magic Mirror work for March 13th, 2025. I think this is part 3. Again, this is work for me, by me, through me. And if you happen to want to watch it, you're welcome to. I just got off a call and it helped remind me of things that I'm looking at. One of them is certainty. Certainty is such a beautiful word when it's one of the transcendentals, that level of certainty. What I imagine many people, including myself sometimes, when I say I'm certain is because I want to be certain versus I am certain. There are times that I am certain and I'm going through it. And there's times that I want to be certain because it feels safer to be certain than to feel uncertain. And then sticking to the things that I can actually be certain about rather than the certainty amongst everything else. Like I'm willing to walk through this war-torn country because I'm so certain what's going to happen versus I'm going to stay here because this way I can be more certain what's going to happen. And it's probably more certain versus certainty then as well. And I'm just saying all these things because I'm noticing these concepts because I don't think certainty is a masculine or a feminine thing, so to speak. Some of these transcendentals, or all these transcendentals probably are both. They can represent different things though. And I think a lot of the certainty these days feels like it's an external certainty. Like, I'm certain I'm going to meet these targets. I'm certain I'm going to make it there. I'm certain I'm going to be on time. And really, even in all those things, if I'm honest, there's a non-certainty as well. Or I'm creating it in such a way where I'm creating a construct to make it more likely that I'm certain. So interesting. I can't really get a grasp of this right now. There's a part of me that's grasping and not quite there. Even part of it for me in the business right now, I want to say that I'm certain we know where we're going. And there's a part of me that is actually certain because I've put together the pieces, the team, the support, the structure. And I feel really uncertain as well right now. And that's part of the process, I think, is to both present my certainty and be with the uncertainty in me as well. This morning I'll be doing these recordings. I'm debating whether I'm going to clear myself a little hape, prepare myself. I'm going to be spending some time with the family, the extended family, the in-laws, taking them to appointments. There's a part of me that definitely feels like it's grasping. I'm like, oh my God, I really want some work. And then last night, I was so grateful. My beloved acknowledged me for the shift to where I am right now. Like, oh my God, it really was a leap off. As I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I leapt into the unknown, and trusting it and continuing to trust it over and over again, leaping off into the unknown. And then recognizing what I'm certain about is that whatever I do, I'm going to make it fun, easy, lucrative, and fun. Like, those are the parts that I'm more certain about. And it's the same thing with spending time with my family. I'm going to make it the time that I want to have. And there are going to be times I'm going to forget. I'm going to keep reminding myself every day, today is going to be a wunderbar day. It's going to be an awesome day. And then I'm certain I'm going to do my best to nourish myself now. Like, whether it's with sunshine, I'm going to go upstairs in a little bit. Oh, that's a good reminder. Maybe I'll do this upstairs. It's actually sunny out. Let's definitely do this upstairs. I got the microphone going. Don't need the computer. Nothing's plugged in. I'll bring my juice. Bring this. Let's go upstairs. I'm certain I'm going upstairs. I'm going to walk you with me through this process. Through the darkened doorway. Darkened doorway. Everyone's still resting. Be really careful not to drop anything. I'm certain I'm noticing all the freckles on my nose. Ooh. It's definitely a little chillier up here, but that's perfect. Oh yeah. I'm certain the sunshine feels beautiful. I'm gonna make this taller. Boop. Put that down. Look at that. Out in the sunshine, loving this day. Making sure that I have the noise canceling on because we're outside now. Boom. So, I am certain that I am loving being in the sun more. One of the things I'm going to create a video about soon is just sunshine and the power of it, and that we are liquid sunshine concentrated. And I'm drinking freshly squeezed juice because all of that is concentrating sunshine into my body. I'm taking in sunshine into my eyes, into my skin cells, and every single thing in my body. I'm getting outside the comfort of the house. There's cold air, crisp air, fresh air, and that's the other thing too, inside the house. How do you get more airflow going, especially in the winter? How do you open the windows and actually get the airflow going so that you're not building up the CO2, building up all the toxins and contaminants, because everything is actually off-gassing all the time, especially when we've got all these things that are made out of plastic and petroleum, and not bad. Oh my God, there's so many conveniences that I can't even imagine without it. And not good either. Like, probably not what the body wants to fill itself up with. So, what else is there this morning for Magic Mirror Reflection? Reminding yourself, Nick, this is for you. This is for me. This is for me. And I say that because that's the work right now. I say it over and over again in this process. I'm doing this for me, and then I can take a look at the outside objectives. I want to be on more podcasts. As I do this for me, I'm getting more clear on the messages I want to put through, on what I actually want to say, and putting out enough content that's there's a presence to me. And thank you for all the people that have been adding in subscribers, watching these videos. I can't even imagine why you would. And that's not my work right now. There's part of it that's targeted, that's focused. But part of it, what's really neat is I was just reading about it. I can't remember her name, but she's talking about how do you get intrinsic motivation in your business? How do you get so excited to do what you want to do anyway? And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing what I'm excited about. And that's worth more than everything else. More than the targeted marketing, more than the focused videos, more than actually being clear on the messages sometimes. I'm doing actually what I want to do. And that's a great change. And what I want to do is bring everything into sacred communion, sacred union, sacred communion, so that my family actually wants me to be in business, who actually wants me to be spending time with family, who actually wants me to be playing more, and all of it is circling together and spiraling up together. I think that's part of what gets lost, especially in a good relationship, or in the relationship that I want to have, is that they're at odds with each other. I either have to sacrifice one for the other, and there's a part of that, there's some truth. I'm either in one location or another. I'm actually fully present one way or another. And for me and how I work best, I'm reminding myself and those that I love, I'm really good at being fully present. When I'm trying to divide my presence, everyone almost feels like loses, including me, because then I feel unfulfilled or tired or drawn out and all those things. So, So today as well, I was focused on not as much of the solution. The solution that we've created is awesome. Like this 5-month container, awesome. We are taking someone not just through a crazy experience, but actually bringing it grounded in real life. Awesome. In a way where it feels like it's a balanced masculine and feminine, where it's both the driving certainty, go, 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 and the relaxed receiving, loving, accepting, nurturing, holding, safe space. Awesome. Where we're actually in wonder and actually in receiving mode, and actually being a sovereign being and realizing how do I create my own intrinsic motivation versus having external accountability to keep pushing me. Awesome. And drying up the fear. So part of it is as I guide people to get clearer and clearer on what is actually their dream or their problem and what that actually is worth, the fears are going to come up and they're going to be subtle. And some of them are going to be strong, but some of them are going to be really subtle. And they're going to be really clever. And point in that direction without having to poke and provoke. And sometimes I want to do both, and it'll be a practice and a play. Sometimes I'll poke and provoke too much. Sometimes I won't poke and provoke enough. Sometimes I'll be clear enough that, hey, this either worked out for you or it didn't. And that's probably the follow-up email. So with every call, we want to have an automated follow-up email. With every call, we want to have an automated follow-up email because there's a part that makes it more personal, more warm, more inviting. And there's a part of me sending out an email or sending out a message or leaving a message that is just pointed and clear. So that's part of it too for my own team, sending the message of, hey, how did this go? Sending the client of, hey, how did this go? So I'm going to end this for a second because it's time to send my team and then the client a message. Thank you, thank you, thank you.